Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to lesson 12. I think this is a 12th lesson and we're doing sales and marketing principle of business. This is the entrepreneurial training and business series where we're taking people who have never gotten formal training in business, taking them out of the noise and the fad and the clickbaity stuff and trying to let them understand the principles of business, the core pillars on which businesses are built, how entrepreneurship works, and how to do it properly, how to run successful businesses, how to become an entrepreneur who can transition into different businesses, because we have established already that entrepreneurship, like every other thing, like barbering, like mechanic, like driving, like playing football, like playing cricket, like fixing air conditioning, is a skill set. And because most people can make a transaction and sell something at a profit, they get sort of deluded into thinking that they're running a business and they can run a business. But there's a certain set of skill sets, principles and fundamentals that are associated with businesses, and unless you learn that, and I think because of the way society is set up, if you're setting up a business, the government is not going to ask you for your entrepreneurial certificate, while if you're setting up a dentistry or a doctor's office, they're going to ask you for those formal certificate. Business is different, and I think that's where the heart of the problem is. People think that because no certification of your competency level or your achievement level in a certain profession, and it is not legally required, people think that we can just go on with this and we'll figure it out, we'll always make money. And when we don't make money, we say something is going wrong out there in the marketplace, when we are not we don't have a grasp of the fundamentals of what to do, how to do it properly. So that's what I'm here to kind of give you a broad view on the areas that are associated with this, how you maneuver these areas, and how you look for your information, how you try to go out there and make a block of knowledge around these areas so you can scale, grow your business, and become a better entrepreneur. So we're into sales and marketing, and sales and marketing are key. It is almost the second base, because if you don't have anybody to sell to, you have to have a product first, and you have to have somebody to sell to. If there's no problem being solved by your product, if there's no need, if there's no desire out there, then you don't have a business. You must have customers, and sales happen between your business or you and the customer. And if you provide a service, it's the same thing. You're selling a service. If you have a product, you're selling a product. Now, sales has its own unique set of skills, because most people don't understand that you are actually in a competition to persuade someone to choose your alternative over the other alternative, or to choose you over doing something else. So the most effective people who do it understand the art of persuasion, understand how to elevate the desire of a customer to choose you. So a customer, for example, a potential customer or prospect, we call them, have a decision to make between doing their roof and doing their yard this summer. A good roofing company is able to sell them better on the idea, so they can choose the option of doing their roof instead of doing their yard. If the guy who does a yard is able to convince them better than you who do the roof, then the guy who does the yard is better at sales and marketing. Now, sales is the straight up transaction. I exchange the good for the service, for goods for the money, or the service for the money. There is a business transaction, and we make the deal. Marketing is what feeds the sales process. It's what makes your brand stand out. It's what keeps you in the minds of people. Over 50 years ago, to reach 5 million people, it probably would have taken you a year. Now you can reach 5 million people in 2 days, because there's so much social media channels, there's so much internet, and so much people are on the internet. There's all different media channels. Once it was radio and TV and print, newspapers and magazines, radio, TV. That's the only way people could get their stuff out there, and they were gatekeepers because the bigger guys could afford radio and TV, and the small guys have to print flyers and leave it on somebody's car and go to meetings and keep meetups and yard sales and put banners out there and put somebody out there shop to stand up with a sign, and they're just hoping to get more of the same people, or to get the same set of people they're exposed to in a locality to come back to their businesses and to buy something else or to add something to the product line. Now you can stay here and you can sell somebody in Australia and India, people who are printers, people who are service providers, people who sell information products, people who sell books can sell it anywhere across the world. So now it's much more easier to do marketing and to sell. But it is a skill set. And what happened with entrepreneurs and small businesses who are out here trying to sell a product, they don't stop to focus on sales and marketing. They don't refine their processes of selling. They don't have a marketing strategy to get new customers, maintain old customers, and to build their brands, to become a household name, to be on the lips of customers, to be in the minds of customers. So it is pretty much a hoping game. We think that because we sell a good product and the customer like it, the customer will come back. Sometimes in some industries, it is easier to keep a customer. People don't like to change, like their barbers. People don't like to change their hairdressers. People don't like to change their mechanics. People get comfortable with some people and they go ahead. But more and more, if you sit on your laurels, if you allow yourself to think that you are this person who have these customers and they'll never go away, you don't have to market to them, you don't have to improve your selling process, you will find that you are unable to scale your business, and you'll find that the competition will become more and more savvy, and they will start to inch away at your customer base, and sooner or later you will not be able to be profitable. I already explained the notion that there's no such thing as stability. You either are growing or you're going backward. That's the only way in life, business, anything. Everything is either growing or dying. Pretty much. You're either increasing or you're decreasing. You're not in the middle, you're not stable. And sometimes stability is delusional. You think that because you're making the same money, everything is fine, but it's happening in the background. And one morning you wake up and it's all shrunken to unbelievably low numbers. So what I'm saying is that you must take up sales and marketing as an area of your business that needs money, effort, and focus. You need to invest in marketing. When you're pricing your product, and this is the first step, when you're pricing your product, price with marketing dollar in mind. If you're gonna double your money, if you're buying something for 50 and you're gonna sell it for 100, bear in mind that you're saying, hey, I'm gonna use $10 of this $50 to get new customers or to maintain my marketing machinery. That's what you need, a marketing machinery. The idea that every now and then when you see your sales numbers look a little weak, that, oh, let me call my printer to print some flyers, or let me post my business on social media. It's not a full-on strategy. Is not a full-on strategy. You need a strategy that is carefully set out and that is consistent and effective in getting customers through your door or getting customers on the phone to call you, to sign up for your business, to buy stuff from you, to call you to provide the service. You need that. Businesses that are successful, businesses that work, have marketing and sales processes. They have what we call, online we call it a funnel, which is a way to identify your target market, make an offer to them, capturing their information and finding a way to continue to reach them, deliver value to them, and build a rapport with them so that you stay in their minds. Please do not look at companies like a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola and think you can market like them. You cannot market like these guys. These guys have unlimited marketing budget. They don't need to track every dollar. They drop 10 ads on TV every day, and in the background, it is building their brand. They are not looking at how much money is coming back from that ad. In your business, in small businesses, you need direct response marketing. Remember that term, direct response marketing, meaning that you need to identify how much you're spending, how much people you're getting into your customer base, and how much effect is coming from that advertising dollar. So whatever you do, don't go that blanket, let me pass flyer around as an overall approach. There's nothing wrong with handing out flyer, but you are not in that branding game that bigger companies are into. What you're into is a direct response game. You want, for example, Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, a Pinterest ad, a Google ad that is budgeted and targeted to reach a certain set of people, whether women between the age of 15 and 20 who go to the hairdresser, and you want to get in front of, let's say, 500 of them when you spend $15, and you have seen from the result that 10 people click the link and read the ad, and you get 2 sales. So you say, okay, I spend $50 and I get 2 sales. It's costing me $25 to get a customer with this ad. Let's say you double the ad or you cut the ad in 2, and you spend $25 and you still get 2 customers. You realize now that I don't need to spend 50 to get 2. Or maybe if I spend 100, I get 4, and I try 75 and see if I get 4, and you optimize how much it costs you to get a customer. And these customers, you want to capture their data, their email addresses straight up, so that you can get in front of them again without paying. Don't open a website and tell people to go to your website, because you do not have the capacity to continue to tell the same or tell more people to go to my website, go to my website, go to my website. You want to find a way, a marketing oriented way to get people to your website, capture their email addresses, have them on your email list so you can email them forever. Effectively what that does, it saves you from having to pay to get the same customer over, or to show the same customer your offer over and over and over and over again. So in Facebook, you can target them. You can say, okay, you can exclude those who you have already as a customer, and you can take a different target audience, and you'll show different people your ads. And you can show the same person 50 times for the week instead of paying Facebook every time you want to show them. I'm just using Facebook as an example. You could do this anywhere. But I'm saying what you need, though, you need to research a marketing plan for your business. Now, I cannot go into the depth of marketing plans because every marketing plan is different depending on the business you are in. But you need to go and research a marketing plan that is in alignment with the business you are doing. Look at your target audience. Look where they gather. Where do they hang out? What groups are they in? How do I capture them here? How do I give them something of value so that I can have them on my customer list, so I can write effective emails, I can show them my products over and over again? Go into your email now and look at everybody that you have bought from who is a decent sized company, and you'll see them sending you email again, because they have a way to grab your email from the checkout page and to capture you as a lead and to sell you. Some people give you a discount to get your email address. Whatever they do, they have a way to do that. If you scroll on your Facebook feed, you'll see ads coming up. If you click on one of these and you come off Facebook and you go on Instagram or you go on Google, you'll see that ad comes up again. They have a way to cookie you to show you that ad again. It's because they have tracked your footprints. This is about staying top of mind with your customer base. Once you are selling someone, once you're reaching people, you are now in a competition to stay on top of mind, so you will be the first person they think of when they want X. And I'll just give you this really basic example of why marketing is important in selling. Let's say today is a Monday and you open a new socks business and you're selling socks. Whether you have a store or you have it online, and you call me up and say, hey Lowen, I'm selling socks. I have men's socks and I have them in all different sizes and color, and the price is $10 per socks. I'm like, okay, whoa, thank you. I just bought some socks last week. And you did it. And you say, okay, all right, bring me those socks. Bring me those socks. You say, all right, I sell socks. Right, you sell socks. Then tomorrow morning, you cannot call me to tell me that you sell socks again, because you have already called me to tell me that you sell socks. Maybe on a weekend you can tell me that you sell socks again. And then next week, I'm not ready to buy a socks yet, but next week you may say, hey, remember when you want socks me? But you cannot continue to tell me that. It sounds ridiculous. How do you give me a reminder without having to call me to tell me that you remember that I sell socks? You find a way to get in front of me and show me your business without coming to get on the phone to repeat it. And how do you do that? You could say, you could write an ad. There are some new socks out. You have to see this ad. Please you have to see these socks. Please add your email address here. And this is a poor ad copy. But add your email address here and I'll send you a coupon that gives you 25% off your next pair of socks and a free pair of socks for your child if you have one. And you're like, okay, whoa, whenever I need socks, I'm going to get discounts off. I might need socks soon. So let me just put the email address here and keep this coupon. Now I have your email address. Now you have the person's email address. So what you do, you set up an automated email series that reminds them every weekend by saying, hey, the new socks that are this, discounts this week, sale Monday, socks Tuesday, and you have all different type of things to turn up in people's email. So they're constantly seeing your stuff. You don't have to say it again. And you could scale that to the moon. You could have that offered to 1 million people online. And everybody who sign up, you can, instead of calling them or messaging them or posting on your Facebook page, you have an email going out that keeps you in their mind. So marketing is staying in people's mind, building trust with them, and persuading them to buy your product or to choose you as their alternative, as the person who they do business with. And there's a whole skill set in getting that done, but you will have to probably go and learn how it works for your industry. In most cases, it is done two ways. Building brands is done in two main ways. First, you can interrupt and overwhelm like the big companies do. So there's a Geico ad that comes up on your YouTube feed and you can't interrupt it and you have to wait until it's finished. There's something that's imprinted on your mind. Geico is in your mind. The Pepsi ad comes in the middle of the Super Bowl or whatever, or the Coca-Cola ad comes in the middle of Super Bowl. You can't go anywhere. You got to wait until the ad is done. They're in your mind. But they have that advertising dollar to bombard you. to interrupt and to stay in front of you. And after doing that for so many years, it is automatically etched in your mind. The big soft drink guy is X and Y. The big car guy is X and Y, because they have done put so much money into interrupting you and slowly carving their names into your subconscious. Then they also add stars that you like the footballers that you like the singers that you like the basketballers that you like. They add them into the ads. That makes you more receptive to the brand, because you have seen someone that you like, some famous people associated themselves with the brand. Further brings that into your mind. Small businesses can't do that. You don't have so much advertising dollars. So what do? You find ways of what we just talked about, of doing direct response marketing. Using social media, using text messages, whatever you use to reach your target audience and to capture their information so you can market to them, give them offers, sell them product, reach out to them, teach them stuff, build trust with them. So I implore you to